Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Hope that you all are doing amazing. Okay, happy Monday, happy Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Okay, hopefully y'all had today off. Okay, but yeah, so today I want to talk about why you are due for a hormone reset. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, why you are due for a hormone reset. All right, this is gonna be a really important topic because, like I always tell y'all, your hormones affect everything. Okay. So if you are watching me live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And also, if you feel led to, definitely share this live. And yeah, so we're going to talk about hormonal balance today, okay, ladies? Hormonal balance in women is extremely important. Unfortunately, hormonal imbalance is very common, unfortunately. And we don't learn about these things, as we're growing up, as we're going to school, as we're going to health class. We don't learn about how important hormonal balance is. A lot of women don't hear about hormonal balance and their hormones being out of whack until it's either they're having issues with conceiving or they're diagnosed with some hormone related issue, okay? Which is so wrong because you want your hormones to be able to stay in balance throughout your life, okay? It's very important, especially as a woman. And the majority of women have no clue how to recognize the beginning signs of a hormonal imbalance, okay? Once we're able to recognize the beginning signs of a hormonal imbalance, we can prevent so many health issues from occurring in our body, okay? For example, things like fibroids. Your body will show you, when your body starts off with a hormonal imbalance, fibroids, right? It starts off that way. And when your hormones are out of whack and your body shows you that, like, let's say heavy menstrual cycles, cramps, in different ways that something's off. Your estrogen levels are a little bit elevated, but most women ignore those signs, right? What most women do is ignore those signs, and then that's why later leads to things like, fibroids and PCOS and other hormone dependent issues, okay? So you don't want to ignore the signs that your body is showing you. Hey, Jasmine, hey. Thank you so much for being on the live, for watching. So in case you didn't know, our hormones have an effect on everything. And I said earlier that there is no soft life, because I know that's like a trend now on social media, the soft life, and I love it for Black women, but there is no soft life if your hormones are out of whack, if your body's imbalanced, okay? If everything's thrown off, if you're dealing with fibroids, PCOS, you're dealing with 10-day long heavy periods, there is no soft life, okay? So we gotta make sure that as we are, like I said, building our wealth, as we are, engaging in the, whatever you guys are engaging with, implementing these self-care techniques, tactics in your life, you definitely want to also remember your health. Hey, Ty. Hey, hun. So your health is very important. Your hormones being in balance is very important. Your menstrual health, your reproductive health as a woman, whether you want to have children or not, is very, very important. It's vital to your overall health. Okay. So very important. So your hormones have an effect on your energy levels, ladies. Your reproduction, your fertility, the health of your organs in your body, your blood pressure, your sleep, your metabolism, your weight. So it's a huge, your hormones are a huge deal. Your hormones being in balance is a huge deal. Like, it has to, we're never going to be perfect, but your hormones for the most part have to stay in balance. Your body has to work hormonally, okay? So your hormones even have an effect on the way you think. That's how serious it is. Like, even people that's gotten off birth control, they say things like, they're experiencing more mental clarity. They're more connected to their feminine essence. They're more, once they get off birth control. So that shows, because we know that birth control throws your body and your hormones way out of whack. So after, they're able to detox from all that, the toxicity that birth control poured into their body, then they're able to see a huge difference. So true. When my hormones were severely out of whack, my brain fog was crazy. Exactly, Ty. Exactly. Yes. Even I have a client right now that said that even when we were balancing her hormones, she's saying, even like she was studying for like a nursing exam, she was saying that she was remembering things a lot easier. You know what I mean? She was, when she was studying, she was remembering things so much easier, you know what I mean? So even this, imagine how beneficial this would have been for women, for us that, women that are in college, women that are in high school. Imagine beneficial, you know, for us learning that our hormones have to stay in balance. We wouldn't have suffered from years of, let's say, you know, fatigue, years of cramps, years of mental fog, and making, you know, not the best decisions, you know, for some women. I lost weight getting off of Mirena in 2020. Good. I'm so happy you're off of Mirena. That is probably one of these IUDs are probably the worst of the birth control. All birth control is bad, but the IUDs are even worse. Okay, so your hormones affect even the way you think. Okay, very, very important. It affects not just your day-to-day activities in your life. All your bodily functions are operated by your hormones. So your endocrine system your hormones are very powerful, especially us as women. And yes, men have hormones too, but we're just more affected by our hormones, even more so than men. Okay, so you have to really, like I said, you have to remember that. And when it comes to our body malfunctioning, when it comes to our bodies, you know, our health being in disarray, or us being, you know, diagnosed with all of these reproductive health issues, or just, you know, any type of health issue, even diabetes, it's affected by our hormones. We don't notice these first signs of our hormones being out of whack. And when we start noticing the first signs, then we can, you know what I mean, get ahead of it, and it doesn't have to lead to a diagnosis. Okay, so hey to everybody that's coming in, hope that you guys are all doing well. For those who don't know me, my name is Sasha. Okay, thank you so much for being here. My name is Sasha. I'm a holistic women wellness coach. What I do is I help women who are suffering from womb health issues engage in everyday healthy habits in order to heal. Okay, I'm all about holistic health, utilizing holistic methods in order to bring forth health and balance into your body, in order to restore balance back into the body, okay, which is very, very important. All right, so your hormones are what they are. They're chemical Hey Raven, hey hon, great to see you as well. So what hormones are? They're literally your body sending chemical messengers throughout your body, throughout your organs, your tissue, your bloodstream. Okay, so they help your body regulate and control your body's development. Okay, they play a large role in many of your daily functions. So like I said, that's why I said earlier, there is no soft life, there is no, you know, happy life without your hormones being in balance. Because guess what? Your hormones are a direct effect on how you feel and the health of your body, right? So it's really, really important. I have been feeling that I need to get my hormones tested. Where do I go? Very great question. So great question, Raven. So you can go see your doctor to get your hormones tested, endocrinologist. However, I'm going to be honest with you, for myself, and because, you know, I like to go against the grain sometimes, I go by how my body feels. I am so connected to my body that I know when things are out of whack, and I want more and more women to feel that. And as you are, you know, once you are in balance, you're able to know when something's off. So even there's times where your doctor may not tell you that because my doctor never told me in the past that my estrogen levels were too high, but they were for very long, and I had all the symptoms of estrogen dominance, which I'm gonna read off very soon. I had all the symptoms. No doctor ever told me, oh, your estrogen levels are too high, that's why you develop fibroids. No doctor ever told me that. Okay, so I don't put all my trust in the doctors. You can go get tested, but your body will show you when it's malfunctioning. Like when your hormones are out of whack, your body will show you. Okay, and I'm gonna read some signs. So as women, we're just more hormonally vulnerable, you know, more so than men. That's just the way we're naturally designed. Okay, so women have to be extra careful about, you know, making sure their hormones are in balance. It's very, very true. And your body will show you, you know, when your hormones are in balance, you're going to experience a lot of problematic symptoms. So your body's going to show you when there's an imbalance. Your body shows you. Our bodies are so powerful and extremely intelligent, right? So what tends to happen is we as a society, we normalize sickness. We have normalized, like I said, hormonal imbalance symptoms. We have normalized so many things, you know, even down to like things like migraines, heavy periods. We have normalized the signs of a hormonal imbalance. So that's why a lot of women don't realize that their body is letting them know something's wrong. You know, your body is showing you something's wrong, and a lot of women have no clue. Okay, so even painful cramps are normalized. Oh, it's just a part of being a woman. No, it's not. It means that your estrogen levels are too high. That is a hormonal imbalance. You're not supposed to have cramps. Okay, mood swings as well. During your PMS has been normalized, which is also a result of elevated estrogen levels, your body being out of whack. Okay, because your hormones do affect your mood as well. Okay. Acne has been normalized. You know, that is your body literally telling you that there's toxicity in your body. Heavy periods have been normalized. That's your body telling you that there's toxicity around surrounding the reproductive organs, okay? And having crazy erratic menstrual cycles have been normalized, unfortunately, okay? So these are all a clear sign that your hormones are out of whack, that you have excess estrogen. And excess estrogen, which is called estrogen dominance, is at an all-time high. Majority of women have it. And the reason why it's so serious is because it can lead to like things like infertility, because you know things like hormonal imbalances is actually one of the most leading causes of infertility. And that's why women with PCOS and endometriosis suffer a lot of times from, you know, infertility, because like I said, we know their hormones are out of whack. These are estrogen dependent issues, health issues, okay? So your hormones are produced by your endocrine system, and the goal of your endocrine system, I'm always going to say, is to maintain balance, ladies, is to maintain balance. Your hormonal health is more than even just your reproductive health, right? It's the health of your entire body. We have about 50 hormones going through our bodies, right? So for most women, we have an imbalance in estrogen. We have estrogen dominance. Majority of women, it's about 75% of women. And if you're a black woman, the number is probably about 85 to 90%, okay? Because we just suffer more from these things, and we don't have the information out there as well, okay? Black women, we know they're more vulnerable when it comes to healthcare and in the healthcare system. Okay, so if you're experiencing things like fatigue, these are signs of excess estrogen, okay? Appetite changes, intense cravings, those sugar cravings that you say, oh, I just have a sweet tooth. No, these are signs. You know, when you're overweight, that's a sign as well, because fat cells secrete, estrogen. Thinning, when you have thinning hair, when you're combing your hair, a little bit too much is coming out, that's a sign of estrogen dominance, okay? Also, vitamin deficiencies like vitamin D. A lot of women are deficient in vitamin. These are, like I said, these are signs that your body have elevated levels of estrogen. When you have extra sensitivity to cold, to heat, when you have decreased libido, which is actually, you know, very common, you know, among women, having decreased libido, because I talk to a lot of women, and this is a very common issue, you know. Water retention, bloating, this is a sign of hormonal imbalance, of having excess estrogen levels. UTIs, like I said, that's been normalized. UTIs, yeast infections, BV, that is a sign that your body's highly toxic, okay? You're dealing with elevated levels of estrogen dominance, okay? Elevated levels of estrogen. Heavy menstrual cycles, okay? If your cycle's lasting more than 4 days, that is a clear sign of estrogen dominance. Painful cramps, things like that. Irregular cycles, if it's like you have a cycle twice a month, or you have some people have a cycle twice a month, or they may skip a cycle, that's a sign your body's showing you something's wrong, okay? Also, if you bleed between periods, spotting between periods, that's a clear sign something's wrong. That actually may be blocked tubes, which is also a sign of estrogen dominance. So when you're dealing with changes in your blood pressure and your heart rate, right? High blood pressure also too is a sign of estrogen dominance, which most black people have, unfortunately. That's very, very, very common. Insulin resistance, mood disorders such as depression, anxiety, okay, insulin resistance, fibroids, PCOS, okay, endometriosis, cysts, any issues dealing with the womb, is elevated levels of estrogen in your body, okay? It's a toxic environment within those reproductive organs, okay? As a woman, right, and there's many more symptoms of estrogen dominance, but it can go on for days. That's why I don't want this video to be too long. But as a woman, your menstrual cycle is literally your body's fifth vital sign, okay? So your menstrual cycle will tell you when something's off, right? So if you know you're bleeding clots, you know you're bleeding heavy, you know you're having cramps, you know you're having these problematic menstrual cycles, you know something's wrong. Just like if you were to experience a high blood pressure, right? Or your body temperature is high, that's a sign something's wrong. The same thing with your menstrual cycle, okay? So as women, we're blessed to have that. That shows us every month where we are, you know what I mean? Where the health of our body is. So if your menstrual cycle is off in any type of way, it's going to be, if your body's off, it's going to be reflected more than likely in your menstrual cycle. Okay, so you need to use that. You need to use that as a gauge to see where you are. Also, by the way you feel as well, but use your menstrual cycle. You know, is my menstrual cycle longer than 4 days? If you have a 7-day cycle, you know something's wrong, right? Pretty much all my clients, when they start working with me, their menstrual cycles are maybe 7-10 days. It goes to like 4. We get that down to 3-4 days. We get it down to 3-4 days. And as people say, oh, well, it's different with every woman. No, it's not that different with every woman. You bleeding, hemorrhaging every single month is your body trying to purge toxins, because your elimination pathways, your organs are all clogged up. So it can't eliminate from there. So then it eliminates through your vagina, which is not healthy because you're losing key minerals. You're losing iron. A lot of women are iron deficient, okay? So it's very important that you get your health in order. You get your hormones in order. And like I said, in order to, design the life you truly want, in order to have a happy, healthy life, to be fertile, to be like more youthful as long as we want to be, right? And have more vitality, then you have to make sure your hormones are in check. Your hormones are in balance. Oh man, I've had a 6-day cycle for decades. I thought it was normal. Girl, I thought it was normal I used to have 6-7 day cycles as well back in the day, when I was unhealthy for years. I thought, oh, it's normal. A lot of these things are normalized. Unfortunately, they're not normal. Your body's showing you something's wrong. Great question. So, and you're right, I'm iron deficient. Yes, anemia. So if you're anemic, you know that, like I said, if you are bleeding, if you're hemorrhaging every month, of course, you're going to be anemic more than likely. And even I tell women that sometimes the doctors may say, oh, your iron levels are normal. Still, if you're bleeding heavily, you still need to increase your iron. Okay, you still need to, my period usually lasts 7 days. Okay, yes, that's estrogen dominant. Spot on. The clots I pass are scary sometimes. Yeah, I used to pass clots too. I remember that. Man, it's no fun. It's no fun. This is a sign, ladies. We have to take these signs in. I know that sometimes, the doctors will say, oh, that's normal. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not normal. As somebody that's worked with many women, has researched this, this is not normal. This time is only 5 days. Good. Okay. That's a better sign. We want to get it to about 3-4 days. That's when we know, okay, you know what I mean? We're dealing with less toxicity in the body, but 5 days is not too bad, right? Depending on whether you're experiencing cramps or the quality of the period, you don't want it to be heavy, right? So for ladies that are on here, I do have something that's going to help you reset your hormones, okay? So next week, in case you have not heard, I'm having a 3-day workshop, a 3-day Reset Your Hormones workshop that's really going to help you reset your hormones, restore that balance back into your body in order to achieve better health, in order for your cycles to be better, in order for you to feel better, in order for you to lose weight a lot easier, okay, in order for you to have better health. Because whatever health issue you have, you got to restore balance into your body. If you have fibroids, if you have heavy bleeding, if you have PCOS, if you have any, chaotic periods, you need to restore diabetes, perimenopausal or menopausal symptoms. You got to restore balance back into the body in order to heal the body, okay? You got to reset your hormones. And I wanted to do this in January because it sets the course for the rest of the year. I wanted to do this workshop in January. So next week from January 24th, it's next week Tuesday through to Wednesday, January 24th through the 26th, I'm having the 3-day Reset Your Hormones workshop, okay? It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to have this workshop on Zoom, okay? So more and more ladies can be, so it can be more of an intimate space, right? All women, right? You guys can ask me any questions. I'm going to go over things and explain to you guys how to reset and restore your hormones. You guys can ask me as many questions. I can help you guys on the Zoom, okay? So it's going to go on from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, okay? So everybody on the live, if you're dealing with hormonal imbalances, even if you're not, because just to know how to make sure you continue to restore balance into your body, make sure you become a part of this. Make sure you join this this workshop. If you're interested in joining, the link is in my caption, okay? It's gonna be a really amazing workshop. You don't want to miss it. And shout out to the ladies who have already signed up. There was ladies signing up as soon as I put it out on Sunday, and I was like, whoa, okay? So you want to make sure you sign up. It's only $44. I made it super cheap so more and more women can take advantage of this, because I want you guys to have, I'm seeing a trend where it's so many women, their hormones are just out of whack, and because of that, they're experiencing things like infertility, PCOS, fibroids, heavy bleeding, there's diabetes, so many health issues that we're going through because our hormones are out of whack, right? So we got to restore balance into the body in order to heal the body. So you want to become a part, you want to be a part of this workshop. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's going to be first come, first serve, because after a certain amount of women, I am going to cap it off because I don't want it to be too many women, right? So make sure, if you're interested in restoring balance back into your body and learning how to do that, right? You definitely want to become a part. You definitely want to register for that workshop, okay? And if you're interested, the link is in my caption. Ladies, if you have any questions on the workshop or anything at all, feel free to ask me. You can type it in the comments, or you can also message me as well. You can, if you want to work with me, feel free to message me, okay? We got to start caring about our hormones and our hormonal health. I'm just hearing so many women who, you know, they didn't realize that they were dealing with out of whack hormones or hormonal imbalances until it was time to get pregnant, and they couldn't get pregnant, right? So we don't want it to go until then when we're trying to have a baby, or until we're diagnosed with something. We want to make sure that we're constantly staying like in a place where our hormones are in balance, our health is in order, right? We want to live a lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. We don't want it just, okay, wait until we get diagnosed with something to actually care about our health. We don't want to do that, right? Because when your hormones are balanced, you're much happy. Not only are you healthier, you're a lot happier. It affects your mood. You're less depressed. You're less, anxious. Your hormones have an effect on everything. You make better choices. That brain fog is not there. Your mental is clear. The mental clarity is a lot better. Okay, so it does, and some women don't even know what that feels like because they've been out of balance for so long. That used to be me, and I get it. But it's time for us to get to the other side. I want more women to experience that, okay? More women to get their hormones in check and balance, so we don't have to deal with these heavy periods. We don't have to deal with this infertility. We don't have to deal with this PCOS and fibroids. If you have all that stuff, the number one thing is your hormones are out of whack. We got to restore the balance back into your body, okay? So, ladies, if you're interested, join this workshop, okay? I want to see all you ladies there. Join this workshop. It's going to be, like I said, next week, the 24th through the 26th. We're going to set the tone for 2023 and beyond. That's what I'm having in January, okay? Reset your hormones, okay? My 3-day workshop, Reset Your Hormones workshop, okay? The link is in my caption. Go ahead and join that. So, and oh yeah, shout out to the person that just joined. Thank you so much. Excited about seeing you at the workshop. I got the email. But yes, so, and if once you join, once you sign up, you're going to get the email for the Zoom details. So just to let you guys know. But that's pretty much it, ladies. Like I said, it's time for us to care about our hormonal health, not just when it's time to get pregnant. We got to start caring about it before even that. We want our bodies to be healthy and balanced before we even get pregnant, okay? For women that are not, that haven't gave birth yet. It's very, very important. Like I'm excited. I just had a client just give birth to a baby who was dealing with infertility for years, okay? She was in my 12-week transformation program, and she just gave birth. And she was infertile for 4 years. And she got pregnant a month after my program was done. After she was done with my program, she got pregnant a month afterwards. So that is such a blessing. And it breaks my heart seeing more and more women go through infertility and go through, all these health issues when we don't have to go through that, okay? We do not have to go through that. Once you restore balance into the body, your body would do what it's supposed to do, but you have to do the work too, okay? You got to do the work too, okay? So that's pretty much it, okay? Like I said, if you have a question, feel free to DM me. I'm here. If you want to work with me, feel free to DM me. I am here. And make sure, I want to see all you ladies at that workshop. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And let's restore our hormones, okay? Let's reset our hormones so we can have an amazing 2023 and beyond, okay? All right, ladies, bye. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, all right? Bye, ladies.